Hello, and welcome to today's MakeMusic Publications Immersive Orchestra Virtual Reading Session. My name is Heather Meyer, and I'll be running everything in the background for our session today. So let's get things started. Without further ado, let me introduce Brian Balmages.
Hey everybody, it is great to be here. We're gonna dive in because my goal is to get through about 21 pieces. I obviously we're not gonna do full takes of anything, but I really want you to get a taste of all these pieces. So the first one we're going to dive into is Angel City by Soon Hee Newbold. We're going to look at the full orchestra version. There is also a string orchestra version that works very well. It includes some optional percussion. It is just, I'm pretty sure it includes optional percussion. Very well done. This was commissioned. If you look very closely, you'll see it was commissioned by Yola and the Los Angeles Philharmonic Association. So pretty cool to have Gustavo Dudamel on the head of a piece by Soon Hee. So we're gonna dive right in. This is Angel City. Obviously, most of you have cues. If you want to play the cues, go ahead and by all means have some fun with it. And here we go. I will count you off. For those of you that are new to this, I will conduct. It will be in real time. So I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of time to get your screen situated if you want to make sure you can see me. But here we go. And this is going to be in a fast 4. Ready? Here and set. Now I'm in cut time. Bring the volume down here. Sound. I'm just going into a fast 3. Big sound and a little bit of accents on the downbeat. Good. So I just wanted to give you a taste of that one. Again, Angel City, that is about a grade 3. And again, we looked at the full orchestra version, but of course there is a string orchestra version as well, which is in the same key. So Angel City. Let's go ahead and move on. And I'm just kind of letting you guys see through all of these scores, but we're going to go ahead and move on to Sunset Suspended. So Sunset Suspended is a piece of mine, and it's dedicated to Robert Smith. And one of the things that I really wanted to do with this piece was to write something that I thought truly could be as artistic as possible despite the grade level. And so that's exactly what we're looking at here. Grade 1.5. And we'll do some reading from the very, very beginning. Okay, here we go. Sunset Suspended. Here and not too much sound here. Now, just a little bit. Viola's right here, lingering. Bring it out. Check in with me here, please. Violas. Seconds, bringing this out. Check in. Big sound. And that's where we're going to end that one. So you can hear there's a little bit of a Barber Adagio in there and some other things. Again, my hope is that high school groups will enjoy playing that piece as much as younger middle school groups will. Let's keep going. We're going to dive into a really fun piece by Katie LaBrie. So we're going to dive in. This is Waltz Macabre, about a grade 3. I'm sorry, grade 1.5. Here we go. Ready? Hmm, hmm. She loves these phrasing marks here. Lean into this violas. Great. So a little bit of the Waltz Macabre. And again, there's a band version of that, which I believe we will do in the band reading session tomorrow. So if any of you are doublers and want to come back tomorrow, by all means, come back. All right. Next up, we have what I think is just a lovely arrangement by Carrie Gruselle. This is a grade 4, but it is very playable. And stylistically, it works so well. This is Two Brazilian Tangos, Ernesto Nazareth, and this is arranged by Carrie Gruselle. You're going to love it. All right, here we are, right from the top. Okay, and I'll let you know when we're gonna go about to measure 50 or so. All right, here we are, right on it. Ready? And bring out those grace notes. Mm. Everybody, check in with me on this Accelerando. Check in. I'm staying in 4. And we're gonna stop right there. What a great place to stop. So, really fun, and stylistically, you can just tell it works so incredibly well. Um, so I'm really going through a lot of different grade levels to keep everybody interested in. The next one we're going to be doing is Hall of Heroes, a grade half by me. So we're talking about 3-part writing. We're talking about stepwise, mostly motion, no string crossings that involve 2 fingers on each string. So it's always involving an open string. And so this is a little bit of Hall of Heroes, grade half. Okay. Great, right on it. Ready? 2, here. Pillows and basses, really listen to style here. Great, so you get the idea, and I wanted to get you right into the recap of that. So that was Hall of Heroes by Brian, say it all together, Balmages. Yep, okay, Balmages. So again, go forth and be disciples of my correct pronunciation of my name. This next one is absolutely lovely, and it's the Adagio Cantabile from Cinnamon Grove, R. Nathaniel Dett. And uh, Dett was an African American composer whose work was not really truly well known until, at least for me, until recently. And I think that's absolutely tragic because it's so beautiful. And then Díon Morales did an incredible arrangement of this original piano piece. And so you're just going to love this. This is a grade 2.5 to 3, mostly because of expressive things, considerations. So here's a little bit of the Adagio Cantabile, grade 2.5 to 3. Ready? Here. Lean. Watch here. I do stretch. watch and hear. Fantastic. And I wanted to get you just to that fermata. It is absolutely just gorgeous writing. And it was beautiful as a piano piece, and I think I might even like it more as a string piece. So the Adagio Cantabile. Next up, we have a piece by Tyler Grant, In Your Wildest Dreams, and he's also done this for concert band in the Tyler Grant Music Works catalog, which is distributed by Alfred, so you can still find it there. But it was a piece that was commissioned in honor. It was this huge free thing that they did through this big foundation, and it was just absolutely fantastic. A lot of folks got involved, and this is just a great concert opener. It's absolutely lovely. About a grade 3, and here we are. Right? It moves, so be ready. Ready? Set. Ready? Find those accents. Short, big sound, subito piano. Good. I wanted to get back to that recapitulation there as well. So really goes a long thing. And you'll notice, by the way, that a lot of these pieces, it takes us a while to get back to the recapitulation because there's so much development. That's always something that I'm looking for in a very, very big way. So from grade 3, now we're going to go into grade 1, and this is a really nice arrangement of The Marriage of Figaro. We call it Finding Figaro, my title, but Carrie's amazing writing. And this kind of takes the original and adapts it, right? It's not just trying to force it into being a watered down arrangement per se, but it's adapting to really get them used to the style. Let's go ahead and not take the repeat, okay? We're going to go straight through just to save some time. If we can. So this is Finding Figaro grade 1. I'm going to go ahead and conduct in 2. So in cut time, right? Here and again, no repeat going on, and Leaning. Good, and I wanted to just get to again to the recapitulation. I know you're like, oh, but I want to hear the last 8 measures. You're gonna have to buy it if you want to hear the end. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Finding Figaro by arranged by Carrie Gruselle. Absolutely lovely. Let's move on to Chris Thomas. Wonderful composer, really well known in the film and theme park worlds. He does a lot of stuff, especially for horror theme park things. So if you're out in LA or you're in various theme parks and you hear some music, a very good chance that some of it is his. La Llorona tells the story, the Mexican folk song of this weeping woman who says to be haunting in her as she passed away, her ghost still haunts the area, and so it's very well done. Great opportunity to feature some soloists as well, solo violin and cello. All right, and so we're going to start from the top. I'm going to probably get you, I don't know, probably around measure 106. We might stop a little bit ahead of that, but in that ballpark. All right, here we are. This is from the top of La Llorona. Set, ready? Ah. Listen to how crunchy these harmonies starting getting. I love it. Good. And that's where we're going to try to take you to. So that was, again, right around measure 96 or so. So great. La Llorona. And you can see kind of, he really gets some pretty aggressive scoring right here, even around 138 for those of you that can see my score as well. Yeah, really nice. And a very mysterious ending as well. Back to Katie LaBrie. This is Morning Star, grade 2. I love this as a lyrical piece for strings. It's not overly slow. I know the tempo is the way it's marked at 68, but I really feel like there's so much opportunity here for musicianship, for bow distribution, just overall musicality. This is really lovely, and this is a piece that I said to her, you need to do this for band. And she did, but it formally exists at first as a string piece, and you're gonna love it. So this is Morning Star, about a grade 2 by Katie LaBrie. Here we are. Here. Sorry, that was my fault. I hit the wrong button. Let's try that again. Ready? Here. For those of you that watched me, thank you. Bring this out, cello. And we'll stop right here and boom. Yeah. Okay, really nice. For those of you that are wondering, like, okay, how does he know when he says he's going to stretch it and everything? Like, how is that working? Every recording that we're playing with is me conducting. So I was conducting members of the Indianapolis Symphony and Chamber Orchestra. We work together every year. So this is me conducting. So I know exactly what I did, which is why I'm able to stretch these phrases in real time, even when we're doing this in a webinar format. All right. So Morning Star by Katie LaBrie. It's really, really nice. And again, for those of you that have band colleagues, feel free to turn them on to this as well. All right. Moving on, we have Closer to the Sky, Morgan Denney. So Morgan is also on this session. She's a violinist, but Morgan handles, first of all, most importantly, Morgan is a phenomenal composer and colleague. And so she does a lot of work for a lot of different mediums, and we're very fortunate that she does occasional pieces for MakeMusic Publications. She also is the production manager for the entire MakeMusic Publications catalog. So everything you see, the style, the format, all of that is overseen by Morgan. She's absolutely fantastic. For this, we are going to start, and I should mention also that the person who commissioned this piece is also on here. Chu Vu is on here as well. And so I know you're excited about this as well. We're going to go ahead and start here in the middle. There's a quartet that exists in the middle of this, and we're going to start right at measure 27. If everybody can find that, we're 4 before 31. All right. So be ready to go for that. And then we're going to dive right in. Watch me for this tempo change. Okay. Here's right at 27. Here. And stay light on the string. Boom. Tempo right here. Keep tempo. All right. Boy, it's great when you have somebody that can write music like that, overseeing the entire catalog that you put together. So thank you, Morgan. Closer to the Sky. Next up, we have Critical Impact. Some of you may have seen this was part of MakeMusic day, which is not part of MakeMusic itself, but it was supported by MakeMusic, where we had hundreds and hundreds of programs all over the country playing this piece on the same day. One of the cool things about this is that you can do it for concert band alone, or you can do it the way I really originally imagined it for full orchestra. So when you see full orchestra or concert band for me, that does not mean I wrote the concert band and then I added string parts. The string parts are the most organic part of it. And of course, all of you know that I love my string music and I love writing for strings. So this is some of Critical Impact. We're going to go ahead and start actually at measure 32. And we'll see if we can get that all the way to the end. So everybody go ahead and find measure 32. All right. And here we are. This is Critical Impact. And here. Violin 1, this is the melody, believe it or not. And I want to hear all that counterline in the viola. Really dig in here, strings. Keep crescendoing on this line, especially violins. Great. So, Critical Impact, grade 2 for full orchestra. I really do enjoy doing the younger pieces for full orchestra as well. Speaking of full orchestra, not younger pieces, the Iliad, Soon Hee Newbold. This is another piece that was also commissioned. Yola commissioned 3 different pieces. The third one will be out next year. But this is the second of the pieces for this year that Yola commissioned. Harder Than Angel City. This one also exists for both string and full orchestra. Again, just because we can, because it's fun, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys hear some of the full version, because why not, right? Let's have a little bit of fun here. This is some of the most inventive writing that I think I've ever heard from Soon Hee in terms of just texture and color. So you will definitely want to watch me on this, all right? Here is a little bit of the Iliad. We'll start right at the beginning. Ready? Here. Rehearsal there. Check this out. watching me here? And we're going to attack this new tempo. Be ready. This is one of my favorite sections. Awesome. So that gives you a great taste of that, but you can just hear the writing, right? There's some just really unique sounds that she gets into there, which I love. We eventually will get back to some of that material before we get to this really powerful, fiery ending, and then the very end kind of really takes it back. Next up, Deborah Baker Monday did a lovely arrangement by Louise Ferenc of the Élévation. I know that's not how you say it, but all I know how to speak is English and Spanish, and most people would argue I don't speak English very well anyway. So we'll say Élévation. But this is originally a piano piece, and this is a great warm-up piece. It is really great to work on bowing, especially distribution, for being able to hold those notes for a long period of time. So we'll do just a little bit of reading on this. This is Élévation. Okay, we'll get to about measure 37 or so, maybe not even quite. Ready? Let's see here. All right, and here. Violas. For those of you that watched me, thank you so much. Some really great opportunities for chromatic fingering intonation. And we'll stop right here at 33. And there. Okay, so wonderful. Again, so much music that you can make with a piece like that. So really, really, really nice. Moving on. Hopefully you guys are not getting cramped up. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. We're almost exactly on schedule. Pine Mountain, Katie O'Hara LaBrie, grade 1.5. This is a really fun piece. There's some great effects in here, some slapping and things like that. The instrument, not people. All right, so we'll do just a little bit of reading on this. This is Pine Mountain. We'll get to about measure 45-ish or so. All right, here we go. And here. Really dig into that chop, chop. Mm. I love the change in tonal center. Easy there, basses. I know you're having fun. Stop right here and there. Wanted to get you back into that recapitulation of getting back into the D major tonality. So I really love how she's shifting tonalities. Again, think about how long it takes us to get before we finally get to a recapitulation, a repeat of certain things. So that was Katie LaBrie, Pine Mountain. Next up, holiday time. We have a stunning arrangement by Eric Morales of Gesu Bambino. It's just so well done. Years ago, Eric did a lovely arrangement of Silent Night, which was really, really powerful. And then he also did I'll Be Home for Christmas, which, again, if you haven't heard it, go check it out. Just really well done. So this is Gesu Bambino, and we'll start right from the beginning. So well done. All right, here we are. And I'll be in a slow 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three here. Bring this out, violas. Watch me, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Watching me here. Here comes the best part of the piece. Own it, basses. Great. We'll get right there, okay? So it's just so well done. I had to get to the bass part because otherwise all the basses would have gotten up and just left, right? So I want to make sure that we have a chance for you guys to really be heard. Gesu Bambino, grade 3, Eric Morales. Next up, going down a grade level to grade 2.5, Beside the Still Waters. Subtitled Reflections on Brother James's Heir. Carrie does such a wonderful job of taking this beloved hymn and juxtaposing it with Amazing Grace. It's very stunning what she's able to do. We'll read through the first part of this, but just absolutely stunning writing. This is one of my favorite things that she has done this year, out of everything. So here's a little bit of Beside the Still Waters. Hmm. Check this out. Here. Check this out. Here and 3 and there. Now here's where the Amazing Grace comes in. And we'll stop right there. Okay. It's just great writing. Folks, we are down to four pieces. All right. I feel like saying four, ho, 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 but we're not in that episode. So next up, A Joyful Celebration, grade 1. I haven't done a holiday piece in a very long time at this level for strings. And I just was really, I write almost all my holiday music during the holiday season, believe it or not. I don't do it in March and April when most other people are doing it to get it ready. I always write it in the season. It just makes me more inspired. This was meant to be an overture, not really a medley, but more of just an overture like to a musical or something like that. All right, here is A Joyful Celebration, grade 1. And here. Energize this low strings. Good. I wanted to get you through those tonal changes and shifts, but that was a little bit of A Joyful Celebration, grade 1. And then there were 3. All right. Next up, we have Onward by Katie LaBrie, grade 3.5. Very cinematic in nature. It just works so well. And even though it's a 3.5, this is a very great stretch piece for grade 3 groups by far. Okay, it works very, very well, and great to work on compound meter as well. All right, here we are. This is a little bit of Onward. We'll start at measure 1. And here. Seconds. Here. And basses. Quickest rhythm. Nice and long bow. There. All right. So it's really, really nice. Again, you can hear that cinematic flair to it. And then this really big ending with forward motion, as you can see. And then really nice big ending. So I encourage you to check out the rest of that. Ancient Lore on Rocky Shore, Chris Thomas. So this is a grade 1.5. And it's great for us featuring a violin soloist. Very playable. All right, here we are. Grade 1.5, Chris Thomas. Ready, set, here. With me. I'll own that beginning. That was my fault, not yours. Big, beautiful crescendo, and here. And we'll stop right there. I'd love to go on, but I want to get just to finish up and have any final thoughts. But I didn't stop in the bass line, promise, right? All right, so last one, Force of Nature. This is grade 2 by me. This is just everything that the title says it is. So it's 2 minutes. We have about 1:40 left, so we'll take it a little faster. All right, so here we go. Get ready for a fun ride. Here we go. Ready? Grade 2, set, ready? With me. Nice and off the string, light. First and. Keep tempo. Suddenly soft here. build. All right, folks, you made it. You survived. 21 pieces. That's a record for me. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.